Hello, my name is Ahmad Haziq bin Muhammad Saidi and my number matrix is 1220347. Introduction. Intercultural communication. Intercultural communication is a field of study that explores how people from different cultural backgrounds communicate and interact with each other. It involves understanding and navigating the complexities that arise when individuals from diverse cultures come into contact, whether in interpersonal, organizational, or societal contexts. The importance of intercultural communication lies in fostering mutual understanding, bridging cultural gaps, and promoting effective communication across diverse groups. One seminal work in the field of intercultural communication is Edward T. Hall's book, The Silent Language, published in 1959. Hall, an anthropologist, introduced the concept of high context and low context cultures, emphasizing the role of non-verbal communication, context, and cultural norms in shaping communication patterns. He argued that cultural differences extend beyond language and that understanding the unspoken cues is crucial for successful intercultural communication. Additionally, Geertz Hofstede's cultural dimensions theory, presented in his book Cultures, Consequences, International Differences in Work-Related Values, published in 1980, has been instrumental in shaping the understanding of cultural diversity. Hofstede identified several cultural dimensions, such as individualism, collectivism, power distance, and uncertainty avoidance, providing a framework to analyze and compare cultural variations in communication styles and values. In today's globalized world, where interactions between people from diverse cultures are increasingly common, intercultural communication is essential for effective collaboration, business success, and peaceful coexistence. Scholar educators and practitioners continue to explore and contribute to this field, emphasizing the need for intercultural competence to navigate the challenges and opportunities presented by cultural diversity. This research focuses on unraveling the nuances of intercultural communication between Malay and Turkish cultures, examining differences, family structures, cultural norms, values, and identity formation. The study aims to provide insight into the unique dynamics that shape communication between these two distinct cultural groups. By delving into these key aspects, the research contributes to a deeper understanding of intercultural interactions, offering valuable perspectives on the complexities inherent in the Malay and Turkish cultural context.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Ashraf bin Kamruddin. My matric number is 1220381. Today, I will share to you about the different verbal and non-verbal of Malaysia and Turkey. Verbal communication in the intercultural communication refers to the exchange of information, ideas, and messages through spoken or written words between people from different cultural backgrounds. This form of communication is a crucial aspect of intercultural interaction, as it plays a significant role in shaping understanding, building relationships, or navigating cultural differences. Context of verbal communication. Number one is language differences. Different cultures often have a distinct language or dialect. Verbal communication requires individuals to understand and interpret the words and expressions used by others. Language barriers can lead to misunderstanding, interpretation, or even communication breakdowns. Second context verbal communication is cultural nuances. Each culture has its own set of communication norms, styles, and preferences. Verbal communication is influenced by cultural factors such as tone, pitch, volume, and pace of speech. Certain cultures may value directness while others may prefer indirect or implicit communication. Next, context verbal communication is communication styles. Different cultures have distinct communication styles, ranging from assertive and direct to more indirect and diplomatic. Awareness of these styles helps individuals adapt their communication approach to be more effective in intercultural interaction. Lastly, context verbal communication is cultural sensitivity. Verbal communication in the intercultural context requires cultural sensitivity. This involves being aware of and respecting the cultural norms, taboos, and customs related to language use, avoiding stereotypes, and being open to learning about other cultures contribute to successful communication. Now, we go to the context non-verbal communication. What is the non-verbal communication? Non-verbal communication is in intercultural communication refers to the transmission of messages or information without the use of words. It involves cues such as facial expression, body language, gesture, posture, eye contact, touch, proxemic, use of personal space, and other visual and auditory elements. Non-verbal communication plays a crucial role in intercultural interaction because cultural norms and interpretation of these cues can vary significantly across different societies. Context non-verbal communication. First, body language and gesture. The meaning of gestures and body language can vary widely across culture. What is considered appropriate or polite in the culture may be perceived differently in another. It's crucial to be aware of these differences to avoid misunderstanding. Secondly is posture and space. Cultural norms regarding personal space and posture can influence communication. In some cultures, close physical proximity during conversation is acceptable, while in others, maintaining a certain distance is more appropriate. Next, context non-verbal communication is touch. The use of touch in communication varies significantly across cultures. While some cultures may be more touch-oriented, others may prefer to maintain a greater physical distance. Understanding the cultural norms regarding touch is crucial for effective communication. Lastly, is eye contact. The role and meaning of eye contact also differs among cultures. In some cultures, maintaining eye contact is a sign of attentiveness and respect, while in others, it may be considered impolite or confrontational. Discussion about verbal communication. For example, when we first meet with another person from another country, which is Turkey, first meet, we say to the friends from the Turkey is, "Hai, selamat pagi, apa kabar?" In Turkey, they will say to us, "Hai, merhaba, sen nasılsınız?" Discussion about the non-verbal communication. For example, expressing appreciation. In Malaysia, we will places the palm over the heart like this to express gratitude for a valuable contribution. And in Turkey, we will see the person in Turkey do like same in Malaysia. This is they show the respectful gesture that convey appreciation in both Malaysia and Turkish cultures.
Hello, greetings. My name is Muhammad Haris bin Muhammad Hariri, matrix number 1220386. So, today I want to present from my subject Intercultural Communication, code ACM2053, um, which is lecture by Mrs. Selvarani. So for my presentation today, I want to talk about indirect and direct communication styles in Malaysia and Turkey. Alright, for indirect communication in Malaysia, they use code, harmony, and face. So, indirect communication in Malaysia is deeply ingrained in societal values, where Malaysians often utilize implicit expressions, subtle hints, and nonverbal clues to convey messages, avoiding direct confrontation. And this cultural propensity is rooted in the importance of maintaining harmony and preserving face in interpersonal relationships. That is about indirect communications in Malaysia. So, when we look about direct communication in Turkey, clarity and openness. That is their keywords, clarity and openness. So, Turkey embraces a more direct and explicit communication style. They clarity and openness are prioritized, and individuals express thoughts and opinions assertively. So directness is seen as a demonstration of honesty and integrity, and that's contributing to efficient and unambiguous communication. Alright, let's move into indirect communication in Malaysia. I bring 3 keywords for about indirect communication in Malaysia. First thing first, implicit expressions. So, indirect communication in Malaysia often convey messages through subtle hints, implicit gestures, and nonverbal clues. So, secondly, avoidance of confrontation. The second keyword, avoidance of confrontation. So the direct confrontation is generally avoided to maintain harmony within relationships. That is second keywords. And my third keywords is cultural context, which this communication style is rooted in cultural values of collectivism and group cohesion. Yes. So there is 3 keywords for indirect communication in Malaysia, which is firstly implicit expressions, secondly avoidance of confrontation, and thirdly cultural context. So let's move to direct communication in Turkey. I also bring 3 keywords. First, assertive expressions. So, direct communication in Turkey, clarity and openness are highly valued. They highly valued the assertive expression in their communication in Turkey. Secondly, efficiency. Direct communication eliminates the need to decipher hidden meanings or interpret subtle clues. Second. And thirdly, cultural influence. The Turkish culture emphasizes transparency and straightforwardness. So, communication in Turkey, they direct and just straightforward. So, I want to repeat. There are 3 keywords. Firstly, assertive expressions. Second, efficiency. And thirdly, cultural influence. That's for direct communication in Turkey. Alright, so my conclusion for direct communication and indirect communication, we need to understand these cultural nuances and enhances cross-cultural interactions and fosters effective communication. So, from Malaysia, their indirect communication emphasizes harmony and face saving through indirect communication. That's for Malaysia. And for Turkey, they prioritizes clarity and honesty through direct communication. So both sides have their own good. So that is the differences of indirect communication and direct communication between Malaysia and Turkey. That's all from me, Muhammad Haris bin Muhammad Hariri, metric number 1220386. That's all. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Hafiz bin Lasale and my metric number is 1220356. Today I will present about language structure between Malaysia and Turkey. So let's start. What are the difference between language structure in Malaysia and language structure in Turkey? In Malaysia, the official language is Bahasa Malaysia. We call in English is Malay. But English is widely used in business education. For example, Malaysia business with other country for communication they must speak in English. The country's linguistic diversity includes variation ethnic languages. So, the Malay language uses many similars, ideals, providers, peribahasa. Providers is peribahasa, such as berakit-rakit dahulu, berenang-renang kemudian, bersakit-sakit dahulu, bersusah-susah kemudian in Malay. Short evocative uses. In Malaysia we call pantun and poems, syair. Figurative language allows people to express their point identically. So, in the Malaysian language, many contain traditional elements that show the identity of the community itself. Other and then, let's see language structure in Turkey. In Turkey, the official language is Turkish. So, while English is not as commonly spoken as in Malaysia, it is gaining importance in business and tourism. The official language of Turkey is Turkish. Okay, so let's see. According to data from Kuwaitan Centil, Turkish is spoken by over 63 million people, mainly in Turkey, with similar group in German, Bulgaria, the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia, North Cyprus, Greece, and other parts of Eastern Europe, Caucasia, and Central Asia. Okay, so common minority languages spoken in Turkey are three languages, such as Arabic, Caucasia, and Kurdish. In addition, let's look the history of Turkey. So, in the historically, the Turks have been a nomadic culture and have come into contact with many other languages. However, traditionally, they have not shown any engagements to learn from languages. English is taught in most of the public secondary schools. French and German are also being taught, but the majority of the students chose English. However, German has become quite popular in recent years due to the great mobility of Turkey workers to German and contact with the language. Although many young people have a fairly good command of the English languages, the older generations may not. Therefore, when dealing with senior managers in most companies, it is recommended to use an interpreter in order to avoid misunderstandings or misrepresentation. So in conclusion, it can be seen that there is a different the structure of the Malaysian language and structure of the Turkish language, and these two languages describe their identity. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Izzat bin Abdul Jalil, metric number 1220384. Today I want to share about physical contact and eye contact in Malaysia and Turkey. Physical contact, a cultural exploration. Physical contact is a significant component of non-verbal communication, reflecting cultural attitudes toward personal space and intimacy. Physical contact in Malaysia reserved proxemics. In Malaysia culture, physical contact tends to be more reserved, particularly in public space. Malaysians value personal space and tend to maintain a moderate distance during interaction. Handshakes are common, but are often light and brief. Touching between genders, especially in professional setting, may be more restrained, with individuals preferring to err on the side of caution to uphold culture norms. In social setting, close friends and family members may engage in more physical contact, such as hugging or cheek kissing. However, the degree of physical contact is influenced by the relationship and the comfort level between individuals. Physical contact in Turkey, warmth and expressiveness. In contrast, Turkey exhibits a culture where physical contact is often more prevalent and expressive. Turkey are generally comfortable with close proximity during conversation and may engage in firm handshake and warm embrace. Touching on the arm or shoulder during conversation is not uncommon and is often seen as a gesture of sincerity and warmth. In social settings such as family gathering or friendly meetings, physical contact is even more pronounced. Cheek kissing is a common greeting among friends and family members, symbolizing familiarity and closeness. Understanding the contact and relationship dynamics is crucial in navigating the varying degrees of physical contact in different situations. Eye contact, a window to cultural dynamics. Eye contact is a critical element of nonverbal communication, offering insight into cultural attitudes, interpersonal dynamics, and emotional expression. Eye contact in Malaysia. Cultural significance. In Malaysia, eye contact is approached with cultural sensitivity. Malaysians often interpret prolonged eye contact as a sign of aggression or impoliteness. Individuals may engage in intermittent eye contact as a gesture of respect, but excessive staring is generally avoided to maintain social harmony. Understanding the nuances of eye contact in Malaysia is essential for effective communication. Eye contact in Turkey, expressiveness and connection. In Turkey, eye contact is valued as a symbol of sincerity, confidence and connection. Maintaining direct eye contact during conversation is often seen as a positive and respectful behavior. It signifies engagement and openness, contributing to effective communication. However, cultural variation within Turkey may influence the degree of eye contact, requiring an awareness of regional difference.
So we go on to the body language. It is unspoken gestures. What is body language? Actually, body language is something that really play a significant role in conveying emotion, attitudes, and cultural norms without the need for words. So, as for body language in Turkey, it's conversely, their body language is often more expressive and dynamic. Turks use gestures, facial expression, and body movement to enhance communication. Hand gestures are common and can convey various meanings, adding depth to verbal communication. Understanding the cultural nuances of Turkish body language is crucial for accurate interpretation. So we come up to the conclusion. For the conclusion, the comparative analysis of verbal and non-verbal communication between Malaysia and Turkey highlights distinctive cultural nuances that significantly shape communication dynamics. The findings reveal that Malaysia leans toward indirect communication, linguistic diversity, and reserved physical contact, reflecting a commitment to social harmony. In contrast, Turkey embraces direct communication, expressive physical contact, and sustained eye contact as valued elements in fostering clarity and sincerity. The influence of cultural dimensions such as power distance and individualism, collectivism further underscores the unique communication patterns within each country. Recognizing these differences is essential for navigating cross-cultural challenges and fostering effective interactions. Practical recommendation, including cultural sensitivity training and awareness of nonverbal cues, are proposed to enhance communication between Malaysians and Turks, emphasizing the importance of acknowledging and appreciating cultural diversity in the pursuit of successful and harmonious cross-cultural relationships.